God's always in your corner. God's always in your corner. And you just give it all up to him. He's in control. And that, just him saying that just gave me such a peace. And whenever I stepped on the field, that win or loss, God's always in command. So that was awesome. That's really the biggest thing I remember from right before.
When you broke that tackle, we got a picture of it. You got a big smile on your face as you were running. Did you know right then when you broke that tackle you were going to score?
Yeah. So it was a QB draw, and I'm trying to get up to the safety, and then really I cut right. I'm trying to get out of bounds because we got no timeout, so I'm just trying to get out of bounds, and then he, TJ kind of pinned him out, and he went upfield, so I just cut back up and broke one tackle, and Taj kind of asked me, what'd you feel right there? And I'm like, it just, it doesn't feel real in a moment like that. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm loose. Those last 15, 20 yards, it was a crazy feeling for sure.
And how weird is it? How weird is it when you're looking around, you're seeing Walker Parks at tackle? I mean, it's got to be tough on a quarterback when your offensive linemen are playing musical chairs the way they are.
Yeah, they battled. I'm just so proud of them. And we had an offense meeting last night, just player led, and we don't have one of our biggest leaders on the team here this week, Tristan Lee and Marcus Tate. And I'm like, guys, if y'all have nothing to play for, go play for them today. And just the strain that those dudes played with. I mean, Blake hasn't played left tackle since high school. Walker hasn't played right tackle since, I think he said 3 or 4 years. And just their preparation for the game. It just showed their strain and their want-to that whatever happens, I'm ready to go, Coach. I'm just so proud of those guys. We didn't have a great second half, and we battled. We just battled, and there was never a moment that we flinched. We knew we were going to win it until the end.
You were so sharp in the first half throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Not in the second half. So what did you see the difference?
Yeah, just missing throws. Just, wasn't, they were doing a good job, and credit to them. They had a great game plan coming out of the second half, and just the stuff they were doing. They had some good disguises. And, they're definitely bringing it a little bit more up front. And, it was tough to kind of get the ball out of my hand. So if I would have had my do-overs, because we had some opportunities to take shots downfield, but if I would have had my do-overs, just looking back on it, whenever I felt those pressures, definitely wish that I would have just, kind of taken what they were giving me. Missed 2 throws with Tone down the field, and just trying to hang in there and then taking a hit late. So wish I would have just taken kind of what they were giving me and just kept those drives going, especially on first and second down.
With this game, being all that happened with the injuries and ejections, for you guys to complement each other the way you did, how big is that as a team to kind of get this win? It was kind of a team win, I guess you could say.
Absolutely. It was so fun. That's one of the most fun locker rooms that was one of the most crazy games I've ever been a part of. I was right there with Kentucky from last year, so that game was, awesome. It was so fun, and just the battle and the strain of, like I said, nobody flinched, nobody batted an eye or started pointing fingers, and just kept battling. We only had 27 yards in the second half. Props to them, they played better than us, but we never flinched, and we knew that, minute 19, no timeouts, and 65, 70 yards to go. We knew what we could go do, and we just had to go do it. So.
The thing first on Instagram said that we're back and you're going to film off
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
No, you go.
I'm sorry. But after your touchdown run, you went to the sidelines. You went to the sidelines, stood on the bleachers. You kind of looked into the crowd. What was going through your mind?
Man, thankful for the fans that came all the way up here. We had a lot more Clemson fans than I thought we were going to have, and I could hear them. You try not to listen to the stands, but when you hear people cheering for you, it's always a good feeling. So, just so thankful for them being out there and coming to support us. They stayed till the very last second, but just wanted to just show my emotion. That was unbelievable. Just thank you to the fans for being there, and just everybody having our support for being there and staying way after, and just really thankful for them.
Hey, they're really going to try to take away the running game. They're going to put on you to beat them on offense, and then you're able to deliver at the end.
Yeah, kind of like I said, I just kind of wish I would have taken what they're giving me a little bit more on the outside hitches and stuff with their hot pressure. So, that's what they do. They're playing 6 to 7 guys in the box every time, going to force you to throw it. And we took advantage of that in the first half, and wish that we would have had a better second half throwing the football. Just kind of hurt ourselves on first down, some negative plays. But at the end of the day, we won the game, and that's the biggest stat that matters. So.
Cade, then on Wednesday you talked about Virginia Tech being the worst outing of the season. You go from that to now when it really counted, getting probably your best play of the year. Just what was that feeling like, just to have that moment?
Yeah, it was big. Just like you said, I feel like I played the best game last week, and just worked my tail off, just pushed these guys, and we had a great game plan, and just came out and dominated the first half. Just got to find ways to really go dominate the second half, and but yeah, just for me, I knew that I can have a bounce back game. I think that's one of the things I'm gifted with, just being able to bounce back, and whether it's a bad play or a bad drive or whatever it is, or a bad game, just being able to bounce back and go be great in the next one is huge, especially a quarterback.
Did you ever lead a last minute come from behind touchdown drive like that in high school?
My junior year,
Yeah.
we're playing North Shore in the semifinal game, sold out. There's probably 25,000, 30,000 people there. It was awesome. 2 minutes down probably, I think 4, maybe 3. Drove 80 yards. I remember hit a big post route to Michael Taff, who's balling at Texas now, playing safety. Hit a big route to him. Got all the way down the 1 yard line, and it was 4th and 1. They had stopped us 3 times in a row. 4th and 1. Ended up pulling it and scoring. Really similar to this, just pulled it and scored, and on the 1 yard line and ended up scoring. But that was, I was just talking to my brother, and he's like, that was maybe the craziest game since North Shore 2 years ago, or a few years ago. So yeah.
Now that you've done it at this level, obviously you have all the confidence in yourself that you can do it, but just doing it at this level, how much more does that mean?
Yeah, and especially in those kind of scenarios, I love watching guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Tom Brady. Just how do they dissect the game? What does it really take? I can't remember who said it, but especially in those 2-minute drives, it's getting the first positive on the first play, getting the first touchdown on one big play, and that's what it takes. And that's really how I just love watching how they dissect. Minute 19, no timeouts, got to score a touchdown to win the game. And I just kind of think about the guys that, hey, it's so possible. There's guys that are at the next level doing it, and we can do it too. So we had 2 of them, right before the half, and then that one too was awesome.
I asked Coach, and this is a playoff team. He went 5 minutes, and the short answer was why not. What's your take on it? Do you feel you guys are a playoff team?
Absolutely. I think that what we've done this year, we've just continued to be here we are, and we believe we are, and we're just gonna. At the end of the day, we're not in full control anymore, and that's a tough spot to be after losing to Louisville. But what we could do and what our mentality this week was, let's just go take control of what we have in front of us, and that was Pitt this week. And anything can happen. So if they put us in there, we got big goals still, and we got big dreams.
What would you say to those considering Clemson and why you shouldn't?
I just don't think that there's anybody else in the country with more heart to go win when it really matters. I think that we can do it. We can do it at elite level. We've got a great defense. We got an offensive line, an offense that can go score a bunch of points. We got a great kicker. We got everything we need. We got the best coach in America. So thank you, Cade.
Anything else?
Thank you, Cade.
Thanks, Cade.